voting at just as high a soldier.
I need this beat. Time down, real American. I'm from here, I ain't come here. Yeah. Say top of my color, I die for my brothers, but I do not think that these hoes understand. And then in the bed when they burn down your channels, two niggas and slammers, equality dead. Fuck it, I up, they came back from my virgin, the feather, my colors, the crown with the feds. Watch how you classify when you be passing by calling you black, it's like calling you dead. Y'all came to the land of the free in the home of the brave, forgot that it's not where you stay. So having babies and switching your name around, land on the dies, you taking their place. Don't forget Democrats pushing your city back, casting your vote, put you in the grave. We write your history, filling with misery, lying, told everyone we was the slaves. Where your ancestors from? What name you took on? What boat you bitches come on? If you had a sponsorship, you not a top to see, but my people been here all along. Calling us African must be an accident. Claiming you American shit is just wrong. Clarification in case you mistaken. Sit back and remember the words of this song. Obama is not American. Chris McConnell is not American. You crackers is not American. Pan African is not American. Remember, there's two Americans. We the old, not the new Americans. Man, look how they do Americans. Black people, the true Americans. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. Alright, man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
Blazing on the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. If being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the God to the gate. So when they say they fear God, now you know what they made.
See my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
So dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's true with God and Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English plotted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
Blazing on the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled, highway ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. If being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me
I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with perky, now that hair run up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed to it, shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names. Who gon' feed my family if they take me out the game? Keep one in the head and one eye open, that ain't change. I'm quick to catch a body. When I shoot, he shoot, I know bro shooting right beside me. Them hollow tips go through the wall and then they hit his body.
Peace, peace, peace. Peace and blessings to all the American Aborigines. This is your brother Aboriginal Power. I want to say peace and blessings, Grand Rising, and Waking Bay, man. Wake up, wake up, wake up. We got DJ Cuddy in the building, in the place. Shout out to my DJ Cuddy, man. The best to do it, if you ever knew it, goddamn. So, man, I got some audio lined up for you. We'll get into the dialogue. Tariq Nasheed talking about reparations, the importance, and in the reparations task force. So I'm gonna play some of that audio. I want to put my disclaimers out. I am not black. I do not push black. I am not a member of the FBA. I do not promote Tariq Nasheed. All right. And when I call out you pretending Indians, this is a set class of people that's now recently came into the American Indian lineage that now shit on other brothers that's coming into it. All right. Get them disclaimers out the way. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all can hear me loud and clear. Drop them fire emojis. How y'all feeling out here this Grand Rising? Support the channel. Good to see y'all in here. Y'all know y'all really are some of the most valuable pieces to this whole situation to spread this information. Each and every one of you guys in the chat, I really appreciate y'all. Don't let nobody tell y'all that y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all actually need to do a pat on the goddamn back yourself. Give yourself a pat on the goddamn back. Tap you on the back. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Okay, I just want to let y'all know. If anybody told y'all that, you guys are a fucking amazing. All right, so let's get to this dialogue, y'all. Let's get it.
Problem was they were so blatant and bold about it. There was a situation with Biddy Mason. That's where Biddy Mason came from. And y'all always hear me talk about Biddy Mason, the great Biddy Mason, the grandmother of Los Angeles. She came out of that San Bernardino slave colony because her slave owner was a white man named Robert Smith. Robert,
we're gonna run it back a little bit.
Watching this situation very, very closely. And boy, some of the smiles are getting off people's faces now because they see how serious we are. Have y'all seen some of the tweets? Oh man, I've been retweeting some of the butt hurt because we still got a long way to go, but just the fact that we're getting this far, we're getting so much traction. I retweeted some suspected white supremacists talking about, oh my God, I wish we could go back to the days where talking about reparations was just a joke. See, it ain't funny no more, ain't it? It's not funny no more.
Damn, the white people that bold, the nigga say, I wish we go back to when reparations was just a joke. Are you crazy fool?
Because we
don't give a fuck if it's a handout. The rest of these motherfucking racial groups coming over here with their hands out getting millions. Ukraine, Afghanistanians, you name it, they got their hands out. But it's a problem when we got our hands out for some shit that our ancestors built and didn't get paid for.
We're not going to shame us. We're not letting these folks shame us. See, they sat up here and tried to play the shaming game, and we went for it, trying to gain some kind of weird, weak approval from them. They played this game where you guys are just lazy. You're trying to get some handouts. Well, that's a shaming tactic. Yeah, you're going to hand me the same thing that was handed to you. Wealth and resources and tangibles. Nobody gets handouts more than the damn white supremacists and other non-black people. They are the handout kings and queens. They always got their hands out getting something from the wealth we generated and our family generated. Everybody gets handouts except us. You damn right I want a handout. I want what my family worked for and was denied to them and passed down to people who didn't earn it. Yes, you damn right I want a handout. So I want y'all to start countering. This is where words are important and understanding history is very important. We have to start countering all of these weak narratives that they have, trying to oppose it. This is why I want to see if anybody, especially in the dominant society, if you oppose reparations for foundational Black Americans, let's hear your argument. By the way, we have a few people in here already. Shout out to everybody who's in here. Do we have any people, by show of hands, who oppose foundational Black Americans getting reparations? Let me see if anybody is in here now, just to see what we're working with. Because the suspected white supremacists, they've been very vocal on Twitter with all of their retorts. I want to see if any of them are in here right now. Raise your hand. Let me see a white hand. If anybody is in opposition of foundational Black Americans getting reparations. Okay, I don't see no hands. Okay, they might be coming in later. But I want y'all to understand the talking points, and you got to counter their talking points. And basically, it's the same old gibberish. Well, oh my God, I never owned slaves. Why should my tax dollars go to people who weren't even enslaved and I never owned one? Well, listen, I never attacked a Native American, but my tax dollars go to them. Okay. I didn't put people in internment camps, but my tax dollars went to the Japanese. You see how that works? I didn't harm anybody in Afghanistan, but my tax dollars went to some damn Afghanistanians. I didn't harm Ukrainians, but my tax dollars go to Ukrainians. So if it's good for all of those other people, the tax dollars should go to us too.
That's a fact.
Because there would not be a tax base if it were not for our foundation of Black American family building up the wealth of this country. So miss me with that argument. And the whole, that was so long ago and I wasn't there. The wealth was there and the wealth is now here. That wealth didn't go anywhere. The wealth generated from the free labor of our family has been passed down and they get the secondary gains from that, ladies and gentlemen. That wealth is just transferred and maldistributed into the hands of the dominant society at our exclusion, and we have to get paid a debt. So they're not going to run with that argument either. And another thing, they like to do the whataboutism. For what about Native Americans? What about them? Well, Native Americans, they were aggrieved. Shouldn't they get something? Okay, if you want to bring up the Native Americans, number one, they've already been compensated.
Facts.
Very, very well. Me and my family, we were just over in Arizona. Do you know how much shit the Native Americans got? They got all types of land, businesses, casinos. Well, they got everything popping, and you can't even go on their land. Yeah, you got to pay to go look at their damn land. You got to break bread just to go in their neighborhoods, dude. Miss me with that. They get all types of benefits and goodies. Don't ever let them run that game on you. And they're a protected class. Yeah, they got their own damn police force in the whole shebang. I'm driving down the street and I see the Navajo police. I'm like, damn. The Navajo ambulances, man, they got everything popping. Don't let them run this game. They got theirs, dude. They got theirs, and we got to get ours too. And if you want to keep bringing up Native Americans, keep bringing them up, because guess what? Some of them tribes owe us too, because they enslaved foundational Black Americans. So if you want to bring them in the conversation, yeah, tell them to bring their checkbooks out too, because they owe too. The so-called 5 civilized tribes. They were lockstep down with the white supremacists enslaving us. And also we have treaties already. The Treaty of 1866 already specifying that they're supposed to pay us. And what they do is try to kick out Black members and freedmen who's connected to those tribes. So yeah, bring them to the table, because I got something to say to them. Definitely bring them to the table if you're trying to prove a point, and we're going to get a checkup out of them too. You understand? We got to be bold with this. This ain't time for kumbaya. Like I told people, politics is warfare. You understand? We got to go in there with a warfare mentality. We got to get something for our group, and we got to be focused. We ain't trying to hear all that divisive stuff, and we all got to get together, and we got to love on each other and equality and hand it. No. They only play that equality, love, peace, and hand-in-hand stuff when we come in the room trying to get what we're supposed to get. I don't want no love. I'm not even here to solve racism. That's another bogus talking point that they like to spew. How is this going to solve racism? Who gives a damn? We're owed a debt. I'm not trying to solve racism. I'm trying to get what's owed to me and my family. Okay? We got to be very crystal clear about what's going on out here. Another lie they like to tell, and this is what they try to be slick about. Well, why are we doing this in California? California was a free state. Wasn't no slavery here. Let me give y'all some history. That's a con game. All right, there was slavery in California. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not only was there slavery, they had the Fugitive Slave Act out here. So when free Black people were coming out here, the California legislature, they were sending Black people back down to Mississippi and Alabama and getting ransoms for them. Also up there in the north, in the gold rush.
And a lot of people in our chats would be like, no, we don't need reparations. But as soon as they start putting down a bill, and you can all Negro, Black, or color that can track their family back to 1850s, get a certain amount, y'all niggas gonna be running down there. So stop with the bullshit, man. Get on. You allowed all these other people vote for Arabs to get billions, and Ukrainians to get billions, but you don't want to vote for your own neighbor, your brother and sister to get no million. Niggas hate to see another nigga with money. What's wrong with that? I believe that's the cracker mentality that have been put on you. I'm getting the money. That's the cracker mentality. Y'all dealing with crackatosis, and Dr. Al Power is gonna have to diagnose you and give y'all a nice prescription to get that crackatosis up out of you. You got nigga-itis. Something wrong with you niggas.
They were bringing enslaved Black people up here to dig the damn gold. See, the myth of California and the West is that this rugged individualism, these outlaw white men came out here and tamed the West, which is a bunch of horse pucky. These people from the South came out here with enslaved Black people who were doing all the work for them, even though this was a free state, quote unquote, and slavery was outlawed on paper. It was only on paper, family, because they still practice enslaving Black people out here, and the so-called law enforcement and judges simply turned a blind eye. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? They knew that people were bringing enslaved folks out here, and they let it happen, even though it was illegal. They just turned a blind eye to it.
So yeah, this is how the judicial system is able to use their laws and the system at play to apprehend and force you into situations. You know what I'm saying? Under threat and coercion.
There are dozens and dozens and dozens of cases in California where there were free black people trying to fight for their freedom, and the courts were putting them back in slavery out here in California. This is very well documented. Don't let them tell you what no slavery out here. That's a damn lie. San Bernardino was a slave colony. Do y'all know that? San Bernardino, California. Those Mormons came out here to San Bernardino and brought.
A lot of people like to think, well, oh, I got all the documents at the university in Wyoming and Wisconsin. Shut the fuck up. Listen, the Mormons came over here as the earliest explorers and archaeologists, even though they didn't have no legal certificates or schooling to become an archaeologist. This is what they was doing, and a lot of our old Aboriginal records that you can't find are actually housed in Mormon museums or in the London museums, where often Mormons shipped a lot of our records to. This is documented.
Dozens and dozens and dozens of enslaved black people, and they were practicing slavery right there in the open in San Bernardino. Y'all do your research on that. It was them damn Mormons doing that. Slavery was on and popping in San Bernardino, and law enforcement just let it go on. The problem was they were so blatant and bold about it. There was a situation with Biddy Mason. That's where Biddy Mason came from. And y'all always hear me talk about Biddy Mason, the great Biddy Mason, the grandmother of Los Angeles. She came out of that San Bernardino slave colony because her slave owner was a white man named Robert Smith. Robert Smith was a reckless white supremacist. He was making all types of little janky deals. He had like 14, 15 enslaved Foundation of Black Americans. He fell out with the Mormons because of these little janky deals they were doing as far as land. Then they kicked him out of the Mormons, and then he wanted to go down to Texas.
Hey, what am I doing, man? Hey, before, like I said, talking about Biddy Mason was enslaved in the San Bernardino area and barely made it out of that situation, becoming what we call the mother of California. So hold that thought right there. I do want to shout out some of the brothers and sisters in the chat that took their time out to come rock with the brothers. So I'm gonna take the time out to shout y'all out. So make sure y'all tap in. Shout out to Hawkeye, TT48, CJ Curling, Brandon Rogers. Shout out to Big Dog Philly OG, Duran Scott, Chief Jonesy, Joshua Stewart, Enoch 0407, Naya Loving Life. Shout out to Goddess Sasha. Shout out to Wilson Mathers. Shout out to Pressure One. Shout out to Lewis Luck. Shout out to Mr. DePebs. I hope I pronounced your name right, brother. Shout out to Miss Cool Gemini. Shout out to Anton Williams. Shout out to Philip Bailey. All right. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Drop them fire emojis as I call y'all out. Shout out to E-Rock Levitation. Shout out to Empress Freedom Feather in the building. Shout out to Craig Lloyd, Eastside 1415. Shout out to Pop Reed. Shout out to DJ Cuddy in the building. We got Brody, Four Panels, Chick Homedy Roots. Who else we haven't heard? Mr. Ab TV. Shout out to Aboriginal TV. We got Smoke Signal in the building. Ben Yosef, YQ, Wak Radio. I'm gonna say Wak Radio. All right. Shout out to Truth Over Everything. Shout out to my brother Tom Jones in the fucking building. Shout out to Tom Jones, y'all. Who else we got here? We got the realest N-word alive. We definitely got to show love to my brothers and sisters in the chat, man, because it's very important to show y'all love. Like I said, can't keep stressing it enough. Y'all are a valuable piece to this puzzle, especially when it comes to elevating our people. Don't let people tell you that you ain't doing enough. You're doing just enough, brother. Keep waking up. You guys are amazing. Shout out to Nina B in the building. Shout out to Nina B in the building. All right, let's get right back to this live stream. Y'all make sure y'all drop some fire emojis and hit the like button. It's very important for you guys to hit that like button. Okay? What's the matter? I said you guys are a very important piece to coming and waking up our people. If you got the information, you have the outlook, it's best for you to guide the ones that don't have it. So y'all guys are going to play a valuable piece into putting this puzzle together. You understand me? So shout out to y'all.
Biddy Mason picked up with some free black people in Los Angeles, and they gave her some game. Like, hey, you know what? This is a free state, and we're going to help you petition for your freedom out here. So that's why they had a big court case with Biddy Mason. She was enslaved in California for 5 years. So if slavery wasn't popping out here, why did you have to go to court for your damn freedom? That shows you what was going on out here. That was just one of the more infamous cases because Biddy Mason became famous in Los Angeles. But slavery was going on heavy out here in Los Angeles, and everybody turned a blind eye to it. Because a lot of the people from California, remember, California it became a state in, I think, 1850. So it was a brand new state. So it was a bunch of the white supremacists coming from the East and the South out here. Many of them, damn near most of them, were slave owners themselves. They were slave owners out there back in the South and the East. So again, they just kind of turned a blind eye to it. And the reason why the Biddy Mason case popped off the way it was because her slave owner, when he went to court, he was so reckless and belligerent. He was trying to bribe people at the jail, and he was threatening the lawyers, and they were threatening witnesses. So he was just being so damn reckless, he lost the case. And Biddy Mason got her freedom. All right? So don't let nobody tell you what no damn slavery out here in California. They were enslaving black people, letting it go on out here. Utilizing that labor for the economy out here. So yes, California owes, and we got to stay on top of it. We're not going to let them try to give us intangibles. That's the next step. What exactly are we going to get? It's going to have to be cash payments. That's one. We got to insist on cash payments. Cash payments. Give us some checks, cash payments. I don't want to hear about where's the money going to come from. It's going to come from the same place y'all got the money for the Ukrainians. It's going to come from the same COVID money. Y'all found a couple of $1 trillion for COVID. It's going to come from that. It's going to come from the budget that y'all give these damn police to sit up here and get all of these militarized weapons to badger us with. Y'all find money for them. Find money for that reparations claim. All right, we're going to stop playing. And have y'all noticed everybody's trying to play dumb about how to trace your lineage now? How you know you come from slavery? How we going to trace that? Ain't nobody got no paper. Stop. Everybody wants to play dumb. Listen, most of you and myself, we got our paperwork already. I don't know about you. Most of y'all, and I know you do, I got my paperwork ready. I don't know what they're talking about. My paperwork is sitting up here ready. I got it in a neat folder. Both sides of my family. I can trace all this stuff back to the 1800s, 1700s. I'm good. It's nice and tight. I'm gonna put it in a manila envelope with a heart on the front of it. I'm gonna make it real pretty when I show up to show my proof. All right. We do not have a problem showing proof of our lineage. People are trying to make this thing more
people come over here and make it very complex and throw in these little ranches like really as foundational people of America, as Negro, Black, and Color, so-called, and as the Aboriginal people of America, we know who our lineage is. We know the atrocities that we went through. So we're not confused on when we say it's you guys that's foreign blacks that come over here, you foreign tethers that come over here and act like you can speak on our history and lineage when you don't know a damn thing. You ain't built shit from your own homeland to come tell me how I need to run my shit. That's not going to happen.
Complicated than what it is. It is not complicated at all. Don't let nobody try to talk you out of it about it's going to be so hard to trace, but we got to do all this research. No, you don't. You can find out your lineage in a few hours. You go to ancestry.com and just start tracing back your lineage. You can find that stuff in a few hours, man. Or go talk to your mama, your grandma. You understand? Because listen, we're not that far removed from slavery. We're not that far removed. They try to make it seem like it's ancient history. Man, my grandmother, the woman who helped raise me, my grandmother was alive when Harriet Tubman was alive. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? Remember, Harriet Tubman died like 1913. My grandmother was born in 1910. My grandmother was alive the same damn time as Harriet Tubman. Slavery wasn't that long ago.
Facts.
Oh, the paperwork is there. The documentation is there. And we got it. So what we have to do the equivalent of setting up another Freedmen's Bureau so we can start distributing everything, so we can start checking everybody's paperwork. And we should insist that it's going to be foundational Black Americans running that Freedmen's Bureau, but we still have to be careful. Because you do have some people who are not FBA, who are on code to a certain degree, like one of the gentlemen on the reparations task force. He's a Jamaican dude. He was a little funny style at first, but then he got on code. Now you had some Boule Negroes on there. That's another thing. Just because we got to be very careful, because just because we do get some FBA folks on the panel or whatever, we got to see if they're Boule, one of these type of folks who's going to sit up here and go against the grain for their own personal benefit. See, this is where we got to be on everybody's bumper. We got to research everybody, see what their get down is. We got to be on everybody, watching their every move, watching all of their motives as far as that. This is too important for us to not have our eyes on the ball at all times with this thing. Because, yeah, they're going to try every trick bag they can. So we got to be on top of this. Very, very heavy. Now, let me see who we got in here. We got a lot of folks. Raise your hand if you want to chop it up, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to chop it up, let me get Ace 1 in here. Let me get some folks in here. Raise your hand, and I'll start getting some folks in here, and we'll chop it up. Then we'll get Tarlington or whatever your name is. All right, Ace. What's up, Ace? How are you, buddy? Good. What's on your mind, Ace?
At 11:11 is the ethers. When they connect to your soul, you're able to manifest. You can put whatever you want to manifest this week or this month at 11:11. You put that in the atmosphere, it eventually rains down on you, you know, or what you put up will come back down. So put what you want to manifest at 11:11.
I agree 100% when you're talking about getting reparations, because I'm a foundational Black American, and everything that what our ancestors went through and stuff. It's ridiculous, but that's all I want to say. I 100% agree with it, and it all should be for us.
There you go, my man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Hey, yo, Wilson, if you want to watch the full video with no interruptions, you can go to fucking Tariq Nasheed channel. I'm playing the video, adding my commentary on the conversation at hand. And I will allow other brothers and sisters to give their feedback on it as well when I drop the link, open up the panel. All right, that's what we do over here. So you might be new, but we get to a lot of bag. We ain't even gonna play the whole video.
All right. All right. Tarlet. Okay, nigga, this is not Bucci Cat time. All right, let's get you up out of here. All right, let's get some more folks in here. You know, we're not doing that now. All right, let's get Dwayne Anthony in here. We'll get Dwayne Anthony. Yeah. He got his reparations and strap-ons. So yeah, you good, nigga. Don't call up here with that. All right. He needs to go to the Million Moist March with all that. All right, let's get some folks. Let's get the Keep It a Million show.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Dwayne? How are you, sir?
I'm good. How you doing? And to your point about looking for ancestry, it is very easy. I just went to New York to visit family. My grandmother's 95.
Yeah.
My aunt that takes care of her basically telling me she went on ancestry. This is my dad's side of the family. Looked all the way back and found out, we're from the Carolinas. And, the Carolinas is basically slave land back, way back then. And on my dad's side, I'm definitely FBA. And that's just her looking up ancestors, looking up, our family and calling people, people forget you have family from all over the country. We Black people have family from all over. And if you talk to certain people, you're going to get those phone numbers and you keep going back and talk to, great aunts and great uncles and tell the story of your family. And I think that's what we need to do as a people.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree, man. All we got to do now, man, is just sit back, chop it up with our family, and they'll let us know what's what. See, this is the thing where we're supposed to be connected with each other anyway. We're supposed to be sharing this information. So this is bringing us together even more to a certain degree. So that's why I disagree with the divisiveness claim. No, us getting our reparations, this is bringing us more together with our family because we're corresponding with family members. We're getting with our family to get information. So this is a thing that's bringing foundational Black Americans together, and I absolutely love it. And as far as us tracing our lineage back, again, it's not that hard to do. It's not that hard. You can go on ancestry.com. It is not the hardest thing to do at all. It's very, very easy to trace your lineage. See, what a lot of people want to do, they want to sit here, confuse things, and come up with all of these little caveats into the conversation. Well, what if I had a Jamaican uncle who came over here in 1805, and then he had went to Haiti, and then he had came back over here, and he's on the census. Is he a foundation of Black American? We get little stuff like that. What if I had a cousin who went to Liberia in 1850, and then he left and came back and fought in the Civil War? Does that make him a foundation of Black American? And my answer to that, what we'll do, we'll put your application to the side until we get all of this other FBA stuff figured out and our checks given out. That's what we'll do. If you have a special circumstance where there's a maybe or maybe not FBA descendant in your family, we'll just put your application over here to the left until all of our checks cleared. And then we'll get back to that later. We're not going to waste time with all of these little janky special circumstances. And we're going to do you just like they do at McDonald's. Somebody come in there with a weird order. Just go to your car, man, and we'll bring your order out. We'll bring your order out later. We're going to bring your order to the car once we figure it out. So you just sit in your car, roll the windows down, and just wait. That's what you do. All right? Because we're not going to sit up here and hold up the line with your bullshit. We're not going to do that because a lot of these are just time-wasting tactics anyway. We got a very simple criteria. If your lineage, if your name, your family's name, you can trace it back to the 1870 census or the censuses in either, I think, 1890 as well. At least those, if you can trace them back to those, you're going to be good to go. You're a Black person, you're going to be good to go. And again, we're going to watch out for all the Rachel Dolezals out here because, they're going to try to be popping up because they want to do anything they can to sabotage what we're doing. And family, don't worry about that. Our focus is not on getting folks to like us. Our focus is getting stuff done. And the reason why they're getting this stuff done, you know why? They're getting it done because they see that we're not supporting the political process right now. Let me tell you, this is why we're getting the traction we're getting now. They see that we're not supporting the political process. They see that we're dropping out of it. They know that. So this is why they're doing something. They're like, hey, we got to get them back on this political game. So I told people it's very strategic to hold your vote, hold your support. When you start holding your vote, holding your support, they'll get some act right. This whole thing will just vote and hope for the best. No.
Man, we can't do that, man. We got to work strategic. Either they're going to put tangibles for us or we not fucking with nothing. We got to strategically move and we must stay on code. We don't need nobody switching sides, taking these 3-for-3 coupons that they want to get. No, hell no. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If y'all can share the live stream, share the live stream. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in here. Share the live stream on Instagram or share it on YouTube. Share the live stream. Hit the like button. Thumb up the video. All right.
No. I told people we got to be very strategic, and we still got to be strategic. Just because we've gotten this far, this ain't enough. We got to go all the way with this thing. Let me tell you something. We could have got reparations in the 1960s, just like John Henry Clark said.
I've been saying that for a while. We could have got that shit back in the day. You know why? Because we was on code. The Selma, the bus boycotts, other various boycotts. I mean, we was snapping. We was on code then. Hell.
Got to be very strategic, and we still got to be strategic. Just because we've gotten this far, this ain't enough. We got to go all the way with this thing. Let me tell you something. We could have got reparations in the 1960s, just like John Henry Clark said. Black people were putting in so much work out here in the streets. White society was ready to do whatever just to stop black folks from turning up. And black folks was like, okay, we just want some integration. They were like, oh, that's it? Oh, we can get that. We could have got checks in the 1960s if people were focused, but they were just on some things where they just wanted to be right next to white society on some equality type of thing. That wasn't it. We should have been getting those tangibles then, but we're doing it now. And all of these little jive policies that they're pushing, Kamala Harris was bragging about some anti-lynching bill. Do you know how useless a damn anti-lynching bill is right now? That's what they're going to try to run on when they go back into the election season. They're going to be talking about, yeah, we did this for black folks. We got the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill. That is a huge nothing burger. Number one, the deaths of black people are not classified as lynchings no more, because they deputize many of these white supremacists, and also these white supremacist groups who are in law enforcement. They get to use every other excuse in the world to kill a black person except lynching. They don't even use the term lynching. And also black folks who are actually lynched around the country, who you do see hanging in trees, law enforcement sits up here lying, talking about they committed suicide. You understand? Y'all know how many black folks have been found in trees around the country? Remember last year, it was a whole bunch of black folks being found in a damn tree somewhere every other week, and they were sitting up here telling us it was suicides. So the anti-lynching bill is useless. I mean, literally useless. It's toilet paper. It's useless. It is a nothing burger. We ain't going for useless, symbolic nothing burgers. This is why we're going to have to hold.
Right. Can't feed me a shit sandwich without the bread. I don't want that.
Feet to the fire. We got to be bold with them. Break off that bread. That's the only thing that's going to make this thing real. Y'all got to break us off checks specifically for us, one group, Foundation of Black Americans. None of that minority coalition, none of that people of color talk. Who cares about all that divisiveness talk? It's not divisive when we are excluded. We're excluded from every policy that they give tangibles to.
Yeah, you're right, CJ Curling. That anti-lynching bill is bullshit. And I believe we're going to get into that.
Tangibles for all of these policies where they're giving people tangibles, we're excluded. And nobody ever talks about how divisive it is to exclude us. But the minute we talk about getting something for ourselves, they want to shame us. They can all kiss my ass. And we got to have that mentality. We don't have to be nice about this at all. We got to start being bold, and we got to start being stern about what we need to get. I'm not trying to play nice. I'm not trying to be on no kumbaya. I don't care. Divisiveness talk don't shame me.
Right. Deal with it, man. Hold your own nuts. We're not here trying to save America. We're trying to get what the fuck is owed us. We're not trying to cancel racism, nothing. We're trying to get our bread so we can go against this system properly with economic footing. All right, shout out to the American Aborigines popping in. Shout out to my FBA brothers and sisters. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. I will be dropping a link probably in a second. All right.
Bold, and we got to start being stern about what we need to get. I'm not trying to play nice. I'm not trying to be on no kumbaya. I don't care. Divisiveness talk don't shame me, because we're not clicked up with nobody anyway. We ain't got no real allies like that. Look at the reparations meeting yesterday. That Asian dude, who I don't know why he's on the reparations task force for us, but he was sitting up here to, I forgot his name, but he was talking a good game all day. They were on there for 6 hours. He was talking a good game right until it was time to vote. Then he voted against what we wanted. You see? Right when it was time to vote, his ass switched up and voted against what we wanted, which was lineage-based reparations. But eventually we got it through, which was good. But he was one of the ones who voted against it. You understand? So that's your damn minority coalition right there. All right? That shows you our damn coalition. Ain't no coalition, man. We all we got, and let me tell you something. We all we need. We don't need nobody else. We all we got. And we all we need. Let me get some more folks on here. All right, let's get Rhonda. Let's get Rhonda first. Rhonda, where you at, beloved? Oh, Rhonda, something's going on with your mic. I got to get you back later, Rhonda.
Tariq, I'm sorry. Tariq, let me tell you something, man. I got so much fucking love and respect for you, my nigga. Like, you was so fucking dope. Like, yo, man, you was just like a blessing to the black community, man. Because the shit that you doing out here, I respect you so fucking much. I swear to God, man. Like, you doing this. You that nigga, man. I swear to God. I'm from New York, and that little bitch, I remember I was listening to that shit where the bitch was, I'm sorry, I'm a little tipsy, okay? There was a conversation where the female was talking about, she was from New York, and she was talking about, I guess she was a native or Indian or whatever she called herself. And to me, I felt like she was trying to just like invade in our reparations like conversation. Like, you was out of pocket, my nigga. Like, she don't represent New York, my nigga. She don't. She do not represent New York. I'm telling you right now, Tariq, she don't.
There you go. Okay.
She don't represent New York. She don't represent nothing over here. Okay. But I'm just, I respect you so much. I came to the conference. D Tubman know who I am. Everybody know who I am. I respect you so much, Tariq, man, because you doing what needs to be done, for our people. And we gonna get they better cut that fucking check.
Yes, indeed.
They gonna cut that fucking check. Stop playing in my face, my nigga. They gonna cut that check. You feel me?
All right. Thank you so much, beloved. Shout out to Rhonda. Rhonda's over there getting her little drink on. Shout out to Rhonda. Let's get Sir something. Sir, what's your
Sir Shogun, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you, brother?
I'm all right, man. Hey, I love you, bro. I love you, friend. Hey, you be having me rolling. But I agree with everything that you be saying on the reparations and everything. But one thing I gotta say is I'm one of the blessed ones who know their lineage. Yeah. Because I have a grandmother that's 90 and I have an auntie that's 85, and both of them tell me, that's why I say I'm one of I'm one of the fortunate, because they say that they grandmothers never told them that they were slaves. So on my mother's side, I'm full blood Cherokee Choctaw, and on my father's side, I'm Seminole. Okay. His mother, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I'm one of the fortunate that know their lineage and know who they are.
Shout out to that brother for speaking on his Aboriginal lineage and asking grandma the critical questions that challenge the mainstream narrative. Shout out to that brother right there.
But I just want to let you know, man, you be on point and you be having me going, you know what I'm saying? But one more thing before I hang up. Won't you and the brother Dane collab, bruh? Y'all talk about the same thing.
No, that nigga's a clown. He's a clown. Let's keep it real. No, man. This dude talking about, didn't he say some shit? Harriet Tubman didn't exist. She was made up.
See what I'm saying? Tariq need to come get down with big Aboriginal power, man. We can educate him on this history. We'll do a fire ass bill. You don't want to get down with no fraud shit. You see what I'm not saying that anybody's frauding, but you see what I'm saying? Hey, there's levels to this information, G.
And you be having me going, you know what I'm saying? But one more thing before I hang up. Won't you and the brother Dane collab, bruh? Y'all talk about the same thing.
No, that nigga's a clown. He's a clown. Let's keep it real. No, man. This dude talking about, didn't he say some shit? Harriet Tubman didn't exist. She was made up. Do you believe that?
He said Harriet Tubman and the brother that's supposed to been a runaway. Neither one of Ned Turner. He said neither one.
Do you believe that?
I believe what was the narrative, bro. I ain't got no choice but to believe, because my grandmother, my great grandmother, and my other great grandmother has always told me that they existed. You know what I mean? They said they never had anything. They never was told that they family were slaves.
No, but that's not. No. Okay, no,
you know what I mean?
Okay, thank you. That's not the point. The point is this dude, this clown nigga, talking about Harriet Tubman didn't exist and slavery really didn't exist. Just dumb shit. No, I'm not. No, you don't collaborate with trolls, man. Y'all stop that. When y'all hear something stupid, just acknowledge it's stupid. Y'all know niggas out here just be saying anything for YouTube clicks. That's not who you. We got serious business we doing over here, man. Let's get off that. Man, you need to hook up with this clown ass nigga. No, I don't. No. Come over here with that. That's offensive. I was talking about Harriet Tubman didn't exist. No. I'm not hooking up with somebody who's just
tell me how you really feel about it.
Saying dumb shit for YouTube clicks. No, I don't need to hook up with him. God damn, y'all got to get off that. Luis, what's up, brother?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, sir, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Tariq, for having me on. Respect.
Man, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. On the do I oppose FBA? Not at all. This is long overdue. Shout out to you for putting this on Front Street. It's incredible what I've been seeing the past few years. Like amazing. But I want to mention an idea of why I think they're opposed, if they are. I believe almost overnight, foundational Black Americans, if they receive reparations, will completely change the American economy.
Yeah.
And just flip everything. Like 100%. I think they're afraid of it. Just to be honest, it's crazy. But
yeah, exactly. And their thing is, man, this whole narrative that we're supposed to be the only group that don't get anything. We're supposed to be the permanent underclass. Everybody's supposed to eat off us and we don't get nothing. We have to change that narrative. It's up to us to change that. We're waiting on these people to turn a new leaf. No, we have to force that change. And this is the way to get that change going. Us getting something specific. And it ain't going to be by the good graces or the kindness of their hearts. No. Us pulling out of their political process. And they know that's a danger. That's a potential danger. If they pull out of a political process, they know how dangerous that could be. They know how detrimental that could be. So they understand. They know us letting one political party crash and burn. They know that's very detrimental to society. So we got to stop being afraid and stop letting these people bribe us with catfish nuggets and collard greens to come out and vote. And we just got to be on top of our game. Let's get Prez Pause in here. Prez Pause in here. What's up, Prez Pause?
Oh shit, what's good? Damn, I didn't expect to get on. I love your shit.
Okay, thank you, brother. Okay, let me get some folks who. All right, don't get in the queue if you didn't expect to get on. Don't just be experimenting with it. All right, don't be just pushing the request button just to see if somebody will holler at you. Oh damn, I'm on. I don't know what to say. First of all, happy birthday to my baby mama. No, this ain't Hot 97, man. No. All right, that's another thing. Listen, when we're having a conversation, be it good or bad, if you got input to the conversation, bring that in, good or bad. All right. If you agree with the conversation, bring some things you agree with. If you oppose it, that's fine. Bring some things that you oppose. But just don't come in on some radio shout out type of thing where you ain't really got nothing to say. You just want to get in the damn mix. We got a very bad habit of having that in our society. When we're having a conversation, we have people just want to call up so they can hear their voices. We got to cut that out. That's why think tanks are very big in other societies, and we got to have our own think tanks where people with like minds or even opposing minds can just kind of get together and flesh things out. Because see, that's what happens at all these protests. These protests happen all around the country, and people are supposed to be focused on a mission and a certain narrative and certain talking points. And what happens? Niggas show up twerking. Niggas show up passing out mixtapes, and it becomes a damn block party. Everybody wants to be seen just for the sake of being seen because there's an audience there. All right. I want us to start being focused. Just because there's an audience there, that don't mean you have to get in the mix if you don't have anything to bring to the conversation. Because that slows a lot of things up. All right, we got to be focused. Let's be focused, family. Because this is a very serious thing we got going on here. Let's get Feral Beast in here. Let's get Feral Beast in here. All right. They start doing this type of stuff, that's when they're losing. Okay? When they're reduced to this is a good sign, ladies and gentlemen. that means they're losing, right? And they know they're losing. All right. When they start doing stuff like this, they know that this little white supremacist regime thing where they keep us subjugated, they know that's not going to really pop off. When they feel like we're winning, this is what they're reduced to, ladies and gentlemen. You want to gauge your win? That right there is your gauge for a win. When all they can do, sitting up in his trailer with headlights all in his scalp, not knowing what to do. Okay. Let's get some other folks in here. All right. Let's get Q. Let's get Q in here.
I'm very well. Like I said last time, just living and learning, man. Just continuing to study what's important, and man, the progress is being made. I didn't hear what happened in the last call, but all I come in is hear you talking about someone being reduced to yet spewing out the N word, and I can only imagine what happened.
Then nothing. It was just a silly white supremacist just came in yelling the N word. It was nothing at all. This is a nothing burger. Well, but anyway, man, but for the call, but let me get some more folks in here. Let me get Caramel. I think that's your name, Caramel. Caramel. Caramel, you want to turn your microphone on, ma'am? All right. We'll wait on Caramel to come on and get her microphone. Now, G Wood, turn your microphone on. What's up, G? Okay, G Wood, your microphone is a little janky, brother. There was some little robotic echoes in there. All right, let's try Black Tree TV.
Appreciate you as a content creator and everything else. I'm not always a fan of all of your takes, but I think that, you know, being real and being true, you just got to take some stuff and, you know, don't take some stuff. I do got a question though, because, you know, like I first took the FBA and the ADOS arguments as like divisive. How do you separate people that have like one parent that's, you know, from Mobile, Alabama, another parent's from the Caribbean? Are they supposed to get half reparations? Like what makes it full FBA and not with the lineage? Because you know, I feel like some people are born here that's fully black, you know, dealing with this life and everything else. And some people come here and definitely, you know, they not tied to the lineage of what happened here in chattel slavery in America. But how does that work? And like, why is that such an issue now before we just get the reparations? Like, I feel like getting the reparations is the main goal. Like, why is it like so much focus on, all right, when we get it, who's going to get it? Like, why not we just 100% focus on getting it first?
But who's going, that's the thing. If we're going to focus on who's getting it, we have to determine who's supposed to get it.
I still want to have this nigga talk to you, bro, because he thinks he has something to tell you. So it's all good, man.
I will chill with all that.
In and out. Wait, no.
What happened?
What you got? Yeah.
Okay.
Am I? Is it more?
Okay, I don't know who was talking. Somebody else was talking. It just popped in. I don't know what that was about. So, you had somebody waiting in the queue. So, like I was saying, we even on the FBA, on the official FBA website, we specify how even if you are half FBA, you got an FBA parent and a foreign parent, that would still make you a foundational Black American. You're still eligible for reparations. If you can trace any one of your parents back to the plantations or back to the 1870 census, that means you're eligible. It's real simple. Okay? On one side. Here's the problem. Now let me ask you. Now where's your family from?
My dad's from Mobile, Alabama. That side of my family's been here in America since slavery. I haven't did like a roots check and figure out, you know, all the whole lineage of it. My mom's from Curacao, from the Caribbean, a slave island, which, you know, she's part of the transatlantic slave trade. She's fully Black, but she moved here at 14. I'm born here. I'm the first generation American from her. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so I don't, and I wouldn't feel either way. Like if I was just qualify from it. Going into it, I thought it was divisive, and I could be honest and say that I haven't, did all the research on the site and seen like how y'all defining it and all this stuff. But I come into it with like a little side eye, like, yo, why are we trying to separate black people on this and that? And I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, Tariq. I'm not trying to begrudge you. I appreciate you being a voice and being, bold enough to say all the stuff you say and post and bring stuff to light, even if I disagree with 20% of it. You know what I'm saying? But
you have to understand this. But a person who cannot trace their lineage back to the plantations here in America, they're just not eligible for reparations. So that's open and shut. Why is that even something up for debate?
And I agree. I mean, I think that's what it would be anyway. But I just think like for the last couple of years, we got into this like you're not black enough type of thing, or you're not this black, or British actors are this and black actors are this, and to me, and I don't think I agree with that wholeheartedly. About things. I do see where like somebody that's playing Harriet Tubman or playing Martin Luther King, it's an issue if they're not from America and don't have those roots. But then there's like, it goes outside of that. It's like, oh, okay, well, Daniel Kaluuya can't play this, or such and such can't play this. And I don't really,
man, all groups are like that, man. Right now, there's a dude. The Jamaicans are pissed off because they got this one dude playing Bob Marley, and he's not Jamaican, and the Jamaicans are pissed. The Caribbeans are pissed about that thing. This light-skinned dude who's out of Britain, he's not Jamaican, but he's playing Bob Marley in an upcoming movie. They don't like it. Let me tell you something, Nigerians, if we were trying to play some of their icons, they would have a fit. They don't like it. They want one of their own to play their own. They have a problem with black singers coming over there representing Africa to a certain degree. They be clowning Beyonce sometimes because they like, oh, she's not the queen of Africa. Who does she think she is? We get a lot of that type of talk.
And I hear that. I was married to a Nigerian woman for 10 years. I know like how Nigerians, I could feel that division there between how they feel and how somebody that's born black. And I'm now trying to raise my son in this world who's, between me and my ex-wife, he's dealing with, trying to be in this Nigerian world and her culture. And now he's about to graduate high school. I'm trying to prepare him. I'm like, yo, you're going to be looked at once you get out that enclave as just a black American, how do I, I'm trying to get him in an HBCU to be around other black Americans so that he can like kind of identify with that, because he hasn't had that connection. So I understand those divisions, you know what I'm saying? But there's some people here that are fully for the cause, and their family might have been from Trinidad or whatever. And I ain't saying that they deserve the reparations money, but I feel like part of the FBA ADOS thing has been like to separate these people. It's like they not black. Now that's where I felt like a problem.
That's no. We're talking about foundational Black Americans. Now ADOS, I don't use that. That's an organization. Foundational Black Americans, that's not an organization. Okay. That's a cultural lineage. Strictly, that's a nation. It's a nationality. And it's very clear. We are a distinct ethnic group. And all of these other groups who people say we're being divisive against, they are the kings and queens of divisiveness in their own homelands. In the Caribbean, they're so damn divisive based on skin tone and ethnic groups. In Africa, they got a gazillion different ethnic groups within one damn city. So they are the kings and queens of divisiveness. We've been the only ones who have not been divisive for all of these years. We've been on this big one umbrella of blackness, and we've done that to our detriment. So now we're saying we're going to have to look out for our ethnic group, and everybody should be co-signing that. You feel me? My man, I appreciate you, brother. Man, okay, we got the white supremacists back in. Pharaoh, you got anything to say? Let me bring the white supremacists back. Are you just going to spew the N-word because your butt hurt, or do you have anything to say? So what's on your mind? Pharaoh, turn your microphone on, and let's not start spewing the N-word. If you got something to say, say it. Don't be a punk. Okay. So he's over there on that meth pipe, upset. And I'm trying to give him a chance to say what's on his mind, because the N-word, that doesn't bother me. I'm just a victim. The N-word means victim of white supremacy. So you're just reinforcing what you're doing. You're trying to victimize us based on white supremacy. The N-word does not bother me, sir. And with some interesting insight. A lot, and I've heard this argument from some people, and I know y'all heard their argument. Well, what if I got one parent who's Caribbean or African, and I have another parent who's FBA? How's that going to work? And you know what people ask, because we've said multiple times, if you have one parent who's the foundation of Black American, you're good. Here's the problem. A lot of folks, they call up with that question, or they have a problem with that part of the game. Many of them are anchor babies, and many of them can't really trace their lineage because they don't know that side of their family. A lot of folks don't know their FBA side. A lot of these folks, their family came over and found the first person they can get down with so they can have a damn anchor baby. A lot of these folks are anchor babies. They've been anchored over here and they don't know their FBA side. They don't even correspond with them. So they know that they can't trace that lineage if that person is actual an FBA or not. So they can't trace it. That's what they're trying to say. They don't have any documentation on that person. They can't trace any records because they don't mess with the family. They don't correspond with that side of the family. Yeah, you see? That's what that's really about. So we got to watch when people are saying something, watch what they're saying and watch what they're not saying. It's very important to understand what they're not telling you. Let's get the Arthur Show. Shout out to the Arthur Show. Hop on, brother. The Arthur Show. And then we'll get Unpaid Russian Shill. I get you on next. I can tell that's a troll account. That would be interesting. But Arthur, hop on, brother. Hey, Tariq. How you doing, sir? Good. What's on your mind, man? Well, you really. Brother, what's on your mind? Are you going through some things right now, brother? Is everything up? Brother, are you being kidnapped right now? Are you naked and tied up? If you cough 3 times, and I'll send an Uber over there to get you, brother. You okay? Oh, yeah, my bad. Hold up. Brother, cough 3 times. I'm good, Tariq. Is Andrew Gillum over there, brother? Are you in a hotel room? I am. I'm good, but I agree with you. Go towards the window, brother, and blink your phone on blink your flashlight on your iPhone, brother, so I can send somebody over there. Blink your iPhone 3 times. Send the code. 3 dots for help. SOS, so we can come get you, brother. Because sounds like you in get you in reparations. Okay, but are you okay? Yeah. Now, what were you saying? I agree with you on reparations. On liberations? On reparations. That's okay, brother. Now, where are you from, brother? Where are you from? I'm from here. Okay. I saw that picture. Is that your family? Yeah, that's my family. Oh, it was your family? It's not your family no more? No, it still is, but yeah, most of it is. Most of the lady is cute. Is that your wife? Oh, no, you come off the moon? Okay, I don't know. No, nigga, there's a picture. You must have a fake picture on there. On your page, you got a picture of a black family. So, okay, it must be fake because you don't know what I'm talking about. So, why are you posting a picture of a fake family? That's yours, nigga. Oh, yeah, really. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm like, the chick is cute and you sound goofy as hell. And a goofy nigga like you wouldn't get a cute girl like that. What you mean, Tariq? Well, let's post up what you really want. Terry Crews, post a man up, dude. You want to do? Post some niggas up on your page. Dude. Get moist ass out of here, nigga. All right. Yeah, I do like this. Yeah, it was a cute girl on his page and a black family. I'm like, this nigga ain't pulling a girl like that. He's goofy as hell. Unpaid Russian Shill. Hop on.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, sir? Now, are you here in the States or are you in Russia?
Yeah, no, I'm Wyoming. Don't worry about it.
You're in Wyoming. Okay, what's on your mind, man? How do you feel about the reparations conversation?
All right, first off, that last guy was a Mexican. Second, I am down for it 100% as a racist guy from Wyoming.
Okay. So you are racist. So you do admit to being a racist, right?
Yeah, but I'm only down for the rush or for the reparations.
Okay.
If you get it in state park land.
If we get it in state where?
If you get it in state park land, you have to get the government to give you state park land, and then out.
No, because our family, when they were making and creating all this wealth, y'all didn't get it in just land. You got it in cash, and you got it in other
No, yeah, I get that. I'm saying, but take the land too.
Yeah, land too. But yeah, we got to get the cash payments first. But and not just state park land. We need personal property. We got to get all that.
Federal land too.
Yeah, but we got to get the cash payments. So got to get the cash.
Why don't you go more like the Malcolm X route there? Try to work with the racist white supremacists.
That's what we're doing. The government is full of racist white supremacists, so we're working.
Yeah, but they're closeted. They're moist, like you would say.
Right. But yeah, the closeted ones, they're the more clandestine, and they're the most dangerous. Those are the ones we really got to get at. We got to the mouth frothing white supremacists, the Richard Spencer. They don't really have positions of power. That's the thing.
Yeah, but what if they're like Jewish and not actually white?
It doesn't matter. I don't know what that is. What's Jewish?
I
have no idea. What's the difference between a Jewish person and a white person?
Well, not all Jews are white passing. Clearly,
how would we know just looking at two people came in the room? How would I know who's Jewish or who's white?
Get a side profile usually.
Okay, what does that look like?
Hooked nose.
Sarah Michelle Gellar is Jewish. She doesn't have a hook nose.
Yeah, she got a rhinoplasty.
Oh, okay. So if they have a damn plastic surgery type of thing, how would we know? I wouldn't know. So it's not a Jewish thing. It's a white supremacist thing, right?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Because my thing, I don't care about what religion somebody
here. When people come around talking about, oh, what about the Jews? It ain't all. No. That's just another way for these other white honkies to slip out of it, to still control you and operate the system. You understand me? See, that's their bickering and gripe between their own households sometimes spewing out. They point fingers at the other whites. But no, all whites benefit off your system.
I'm just talking about who's going to give us our paper, which is
and let me shout out to the 195 people tuning in. Shout out to you guys in the chat. If you can hear the audio loud and clear, drop some fire emojis in the chat to let me know that y'all can hear it loud and clear. Also, shout out to Beverly Gentry for the Cash App donation for supporting the channel. We appreciate all the support over here at Big Idea. Shout out to Beverly Gentry. All right. So let's get
it's the federal government. So I don't what ethnic group and all that doesn't matter. We're talking about the United States government owes us. Different religions and ethnicities, that's just time wasting. Yeah.
No, I'm so down with it.
There you go.
Get it, buddy.
Yes, sir. You're out there in Wyoming. How your family's been out there for decades, because most likely you got some of that Homestead Act action. All right, out there.
Yeah. My grandfather rode a bicycle from New York.
He don't even ride a bicycle. No. He got a train out there and got some of that homestead free land that they gave.
No, yeah, he got the free land. Yeah, we got it.
Yes, indeed. So, my man, y'all be good. Thank you so much. All
Wait
right.
a minute. I didn't get a spec.
Okay, thank you, sir. There you go. So, yeah, my man admitted it. Yeah, I know he out there in Wyoming, they get all that free damn land out there and pass it down. I want y'all to understand all the wealth and resources that people in the dominant society got for free. Don't ever let them shame you, black people, talking about a goddamn handout. Boy, they got nothing but handouts. All this land passed down to them that they got for free. Man, when they expanded to the West, the U.S. government, when they started expanding West and they had the Homestead Act popping, all you had to do was be white. Literally, that's all you had to do. You had to be white and have a $10 filing fee change. And that's all you have to do. Have $10 and be white. You can file for all this free land. You had to develop the land and till the land and get the land for free.
That's crazy. The Homestead Act. The Homestead Act is really what got these people out of their depression, their Great Depression. I want to say shout out to Gerard White. Shout out to Gerard White. Appreciate the Cash App donation. And shout out to Kevin Coleman on the Cash App donation as well. Shout out to Kevin Coleman. Appreciate Make sure y'all hit that like button. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thumb up the video. It's very, very, very important for you guys to thumb up the video. Once again, shout out to Gerard White. Shout out to Kevin Coleman. Let's do it.
Pass that land down to their descendants right now. And they want to shame you talking about a damn handout. Yeah, give me the same handout you got. Yeah, I want just what you got. If that's a handout, we twins. We are damn twins. Let's see who else is in here. Okay, we got Pharaoh. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to contribute, sir. So let me just get you out of here. I'm just gonna get you out of here. I would, because your trolling ain't even interesting. All right, you're not even a good troll. Oh, let's get Gutter Goddess in here. She's a rap artist from New York. Her name is Gutter Goddess. All right. What's up, Gutter Goddess? Hop on, Gutter Goddess.
Oh, I'm sitting here talking with the mic off. I'm sorry.
There you go. How are you?
I am blessed, and I grew up off of you. So it's an honor to speak with you. I just have a quick question, and please excuse me if it comes off. The $100 million that Jeff Bezos gave to Van Jones, would you consider that somewhat reparations? And what do you think he's going to do with that money?
Hell no.
No.
No. That wasn't for us. He gave it to Van Jones. How did that benefit us?
So I was thinking that maybe Van Jones was going to create some systems, some programs, and get some things rolling. You don't think so?
No.
I apologize. I don't want to sound ignorant. I know I heard you.
All right. Thank you. Let me get up. Thank you. But no. See, we got to get off that. Them giving one person some money. No, that's not no reparations for us. No, I don't know what kind of personal relationship he has with Van Jones. That's between him and Van Jones. That ain't got nothing to do with us. And you see, Van Jones ain't saying nothing. Van Jones is doing him as he should. Van Jones is not obligated. I'm not one of those people. He should be doing it. No. If Van Jones got 100 million, Van Jones do whatever you want to do with that 100 million. He's not obligated. No. We're talking about the federal government. Let's make it very simple, family. The government, the federal United States government owes us money. The white supremacists try to trick us. Well, y'all need to go for the private corporations. No. Y'all need to go get some bitcoins. How about this? All of these old jive-ass tactics. No, the United States government owes foundational Black Americans because when we were enslaved, we could not get out of slavery because of the United States government. The government enforced it. The United States government. They were the ones who legalized it, sanctioned it, enforced it. When Black people were trying to escape from slavery, they were being punished by the government, ladies and gentlemen. Man, the United States sent the whole military down in Florida to try to re-enslave Black people. Black people were fighting to the death, the Black Seminoles. The government, the United States government, owes us, ladies and gentlemen. The same government that exists. See, here's the thing. People try to bring up this argument, well, every society had slavery. Who gives a damn? I'm talking about this society that we're in right now that still exists. This society enslaved our people. This society still has the wealth generated from that enslavement. And this society is still thriving from the wealth generated from our family's enslavement. And the wealth has been passed down, and the struggle and detriment has been passed down to the aggrieved descendants. Ladies and gentlemen, we're owed. Don't ever let nobody shame you. We are owed, and they know we are owed. But this whole narrative that everybody is supposed to get forms of reparations except us, not acceptable. Let's get this person, Andre, I think that's, wait, no. What's your name, brother? No, what is your name? The Gino, the G. whatever your name is, one of these anime dudes. What's up? What's up, brother?
Hey, I just wanted to say that I agree with the reparations, but I think it needs to be taken out of Israeli missile money.
Now, why shouldn't it just be taken out of the United States government? There was no Israel during slavery, so
the United States government sends all its money to Israel.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, whatever money they send, they need to give it to us. They send money to Israel. They send money to the Ukraine. They send money to the Afghanistanians. They give money to a lot of people except us. So
yeah, I think they deserve it more than the Jews do.
Wait, what happened?
I think that the black people deserve it a lot more than the Jews do, for sure.
No, this is not a situation where it's going to be dump on them to give props to us. I don't get into that whole thing where you suspected white supremacists want
to filmmaker and work with Jews.
So this is not about Jewish scapegoating. Y'all like to try to scapegoat Jewish people. We're talking about the United States government paying a debt. Do you agree that the United States government should pay a debt to Foundation of Black Americans?
I think that 70% of the slave owners were Jewish, so I think that they should, but take it out of the Jews.
That's not true. 70% of the slave owners were not Jewish, even though there were Jewish slave owners. 70% of them were not Jewish. That's not true. And these
were you enslaved?
I'm enslaved now by white supremacy.
I'm enslaved by my bills too.
No, you're not, because you have $1 million worth of whiteness, sir. Your whiteness protects you from any type.
This division stops the system from working.
The white supremacy is division, and that's why we need to be compensated.
We're all slaves.
No. White supremacy is slavery.
Have you ever worked at Burger King?
Have I did what?
Have you ever worked at Burger King or like a regular job, or did you inherit all your money and then just become a filmmaker?
No, I had to work in spite of the detriment that's been passed down from slavery, in spite of, and I had to work very hard in spite of. Do you work at Burger King, sir?
I did for a time. I've actually worked very hard, yeah.
And where do you work now?
Currently, I'm a pipe welder.
Okay. And here's the thing, no matter where you work, and no matter what you do, even if you are homeless, you are still in a power position over me.
Well, yeah, because I can say nigger and you don't have a comparable word.
But I don't need a comparable word because I don't do name calling like that, because you being a white supremacist is all I need to know. I don't get into name calling. I get into business.
I understand, man, bitch, you's a honky, cracker, Hoosier, pink toe, piece of shit, raw chicken, smelling motherfucker. That's what I would have told you.
Business deal. And part of the business deal is reparations. So yelling the N-word, that doesn't bother me. That just solidifies you being a white supremacist.
Well, you said that you don't like it when we're in the closet about it.
Yeah, I said I what?
You said that you don't like it whenever racists are in the closet, so I just figured that would be the best way to get it out of the way.
Right. So, me being a nigga, a victim of white supremacy, how does that benefit you when your numbers are dwindling, sir? The white supremacists, as you know, your numbers are going in the toilet. And you're going to be extinct pretty soon. So how's that nigga thing going to work out for you when you guys become very, very low in numbers?
Well, I mean, they already, killed off all the Native Americans, and I'm half Native American, so I don't really care either way.
Oh, Lord. You're half Native, so are you one of these $5 Indians, sir?
Just like you're a $5 nigger, yeah.
No, I'm 100.
Jewish, aren't you?
No, I'm $1 million nigga, buddy. I'm not a $5 nigga. I'm $1 million nigga. All day.
Sure. All day? What does that mean?
All day. That means I'm $1 million nigga. I'm for real. I'm a Foundation of Black American, descendant of slaves, victim of white supremacy, and I survived it, and I became successful in spite of it.
Nigga, what? Huh? Nigga, we the Aborigines, man. We enslaved these stupid ass honkies, worked them to death.
I didn't depend on a welfare system for my daily bread like you do, sir.
Of course, yeah. I just said that I work.
This nigga Tariq said I'm a foundational Black American and I'm a victim of whites. Nigga, you better put some motherfucker, boy.
It's a welfare system for incompetent white supremacists who would starve if it weren't for a system that gave them set-asides and benefits that were unearned, sir.
Is that Zimbabwe losing all their farmers when the whites left Zimbabwe and they'll starve?
I am a foundational Black American. I am not African American, sir.
Africans are too stupid to even farm architecture.
Sir, and speaking of Zimbabwe, and I've been to Zimbabwe, by the way, beautiful people.
Africans are too stupid to form architecture. See, you can't pull that with an Aboriginal who've been creating architecture since the beginning of time, have more structural, pyramidal building structures than any other motherfucking place in the world. The mound builders, nigga, they gave a whole nation an era of people, the mound builders. They just build. Nigga, what are you talking about?
Zimbabwean people are just fine.
And they rely on whites to farm because Zimbabwe losing all their farmers when the whites left Zimbabwe and they'll starve.
I am a foundational Black American. I am not African American, sir.
Africans are too stupid to even farm architecture.
Sir, and speaking of Zimbabwe, and I've been to Zimbabwe, by the way, beautiful people. The Zimbabwean people are just fine.
And they rely on whites to farm because they're too stupid to do it themselves.
That's a damn lie. I've been over to farms in Zimbabwe. There are dozens and hundreds of farms out there that's doing just fine. That's a lie. Black people are farming out there perfectly fine. That's some weird lie that you white supremacists came up with, talking about they couldn't farm without white people.
Weird lie with saying it was the house law.
How do you not farm just because white people are not there? These people have been there for millions of years, and you think that white people who come from a society that's not even an agrarian society. Europe is not an agrarian society. That's why when your family came out here, your ancestors came to the North American continent trying to start colonies without Black people helping them. They all failed, sir. And they starved. You what now?
There weren't Blacks in the North.
Let's talk about it. The first colony that tried to came over here that wasn't slaves, right? The Roanoke colonies, it was like 110 of them, all got wiped off the map, disappeared, vanished. Ramshack, didn't leave nothing but the teapots. You understand me? Get them the fuck out of here. Fucking history, man.
Slavery in the North for a long time.
Yes, sir, there was. Yes, there were, sir. Black people have always been in the United States, or what became the United States.
And you're a gaslighter, and that's why I gaslight you so much.
Oh, sir, you're just babbling white supremacist gibberish because you have no real retort.
You're an angry monkey on a microphone.
And you are smelly white supremacists with head lice and a small pee-pee.
You go pussy every night.
And you're mad because brothers are dicking down them little trailer trash white women, and you're sitting at the crib listening to
another words.
Stop it. You're listening to your Billy Joel albums, mad as hell on 4chan, yelling nigga like that's gonna do something. And that's the sound of a penis going in and out of the white women that you live with, buddy. That's how a condom sounds, going in the little white vaginas of your mom and sisters over the West Virginia trailer park you live in. They're somewhere getting dicked down by a brother now. And that's the way the condom sounds. That's the way the condom sounds. That's how a condom sounds, sir. All right, let's get some more people in here. Can't you see the conversations about reparations? Boy, it has a lot of the white supremacists real triggered, don't it? Look how triggered they are. See, listen, I told y'all, when we start making progress, boy, they don't know what to do. They feel like they've taken an L. No, the reparations conversation is getting too heavy. So they feel like they're taking an L right now. They don't know what to do. They're just yelling nigga. They don't know what to damn do. When they just start yelling nigga, Oh, they don't know what to do. Who is this? Jive Soul Bro. What's up, Jive Soul Bro? Let's get Jive Soul Bro on here. All right, we got Jive Soul Bro on here. All right, what's up, man? Listen, that was honestly like a beautiful masterclass in how to deal with people like that. I think that was like the only time in my life I ever have lost my cool. Hey, I'm gonna end the video right here, man. We're gonna take a quick 60-second break. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. So make sure y'all tune in. I'm gonna drop the 60-second break. We'll be right back.
See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. Is that feeling in your stomach? You can feel it coming. Is that feeling in your stomach? You can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Alrighty then, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that bill, man, dealing with the reparations talk, man. Like I said, man, we got to start reiterating certain other words that encompass the land too, because you're not going to be opposed to getting land and other things too. So let's bring in reparations and combine it with the term of restitution. We have to use the term restitution. All right. You know what I mean? So listen, the link is in the chat. Y'all pop on. Y'all ain't check out the bill from last night. Go check it out. It was a dope bill. Did a late night bill. Did a free smoke bill. This is the Wake and Bake show. So make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. The link is in the chat. But yeah, man, we gotta focus, man. We really gotta come together and work strategically to force these hands to give us what's rightfully ours. We gotta force it. Not asking, we gotta force it. It's strategic. And if they're not giving no tangibles, then we ain't gonna deal with it. We just gonna cut it all the way off. You understand me? Hey, listen, I want y'all to let y'all know that the Wake and Bake show is a stamped and approved. You know what I'm saying? This is something I've been building for a long time. And a lot of people appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, give it up for y'all, man, for supporting and building up a great brand and a show that we've been promoting for some time now. Shout out to Big Dog Philly. Yeah, Big Dog Philly. What up?
Grand Rising, my brother. Much love, much respect to everybody. How you doing this morning, my brother AP?
Peace and blessings, big brother Philly, the OG. What you got going on? I know you over there making some smoothies over there.
Yeah, and putting it in the air. You already know what it is. Wake and bake, brother. You already know.
No, this is good wake and bake. You already know how we do.
Yeah, but it's all good, man. You know, I was listening in, and I don't think, they're going to give us reparations for the slave thing, but I think we got a case with us being reclassified. That's where I think we're going to get a reparations or restitution, because I can definitely prove my people has been reclassified by birth certificates.
Yeah. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, because the system, you was captured in within the system. You
yes,
see
sir.
Yeah. So it was a sense of systematic slavery is what we went through. So we gotta force that. You know what I'm saying? So your peoples had shit took away from them. They built this country, this nation that you see here.
Yes, sir.
So
that I served. You know, I'm a vet. I served this country.
Right.
And in the late 80s. to the
Talk about
early 90s.
Salute to Big Dog Philly OG, man. Veteran status. You understand me? Go Rambo on your ass.
And like I always say, brother, I was willing to fight for this country. I'm willing to fight for my people because we've been done wrong. Point blank, period. That's what I'm talking about. I know we've been done wrong. You know, I've been trying to sue the government for the last 7 years for the death of my infant daughter.
That's why we got to get on code together,
yes,
man.
Sir.
We got to voice our voices together to make it loud and stern, so they hear exactly what we're demanding. You understand?
And that's why I stay on code, brother. No disrespect cutting you off, but I stay on code with my people. I understand what this system done to us.
I don't give a damn what nobody say. You owe my motherfucking great granddaddy, my great grandmama. I needs that check, nigga.
So yeah, grand rising to all the people. You know what I mean? I appreciate all of y'all. Let's continue on growing, building, respecting each other. Let's start respecting each other more like other races respect each other. Let's start building.
I got a slogan I put in, man. Let's start, because a lot of people will take away from you. They'll withdraw negative and bring more negative to you. You feel me? And so I want to bring something a little more positive. I call it depositing something positive in someone's memory bank. Tell them something nice about them today. You understand me? Deposit something positive in someone's memory bank. Don't withdraw negativity from nobody, brother. Make sure
and let me say this, brother. You know, I used to hate myself. We got to start learning how to love ourselves, because this system taught us to hate ourselves, taught us to disrespect ourselves. We got to start learning how to love ourselves first by basically watching what we put inside our body and our mind. And then once we start loving ourselves, we can spread that love to others and that respect to other people. But it starts with self.
Fact, bro. Fact.
But yeah, I just like to come up, let people hear my voice, let them know what I'm about. You know, and respect all the people, man. Let's grow.
You know
Y'all
what's up,
got it.
OG. Shout out to Philly, Big Dog Philly OG, man. Hey, we got Yosef on this thing. Ben Yosef, what up?
Hey, what's up, man? I just wanted to make a comment as far as after the reparation thing went through and the immigrants couldn't get in, that it was coming out. I was on Brandon's show, and they was coming on giving detailed financial advice for us, how we should get our money and how it should be spent and how it should be gatekeep, because we're too stupid to manage it and we're gonna all blow it. So I was telling these same people, I said, won't you take that same energy and go back to your home country, a failed state, the majority of them, and preach that same wisdom to your own people. Don't worry about us. We good. You don't have to pocket watch us. We grown men and women here. If I want to take that money and spend it on big booty bitches, that's my business.
Right. I don't give a damn one of them niggas get in smoke crack. We don't give a fuck. We ain't pocket watching you niggas. The rest of the niggas don't feel. You understand me? We not worried about that. You understand me? Give us our fucking check and let us do what we want to do with it. Get out the fucking building. Mr. Meticulous, what up, bro?
Hey, shout out to American Aborigines and Big Al Power. Hammer chat.
Shout out to you, brother. What's going on with you? How you feeling?
Man, I'm always good. It's the wake and bake. You know what I'm saying? I'm just supporting my family. You know what I'm saying? I like the mind state of our people are changing. You know what I'm saying? And then the getting on cold part is understanding, like, hold on, all of these different atrocities that was done, like mine is different than yours. Everything that was done to me might not be in your paperwork, but when we look at it, it's like, okay, yeah, this was done, and we can look at small, minute things also.
Yep, and it's all part of the systematic slave system that they captured us in. This is how you became Negro, black, and color without didn't even know it. They did it overnight. You woke up, went to sleep a color, then woke up a motherfucking Negro or black or African American. This shit, these niggas didn't let you know.
One thing small, big Al, you know, one of the small things, like, say they changed they changed the borders, right? And then when you moved in your area, like I moved like 10, 20 miles away, they done changed the border where now I live outside of where they say my border at. So I pretty much outside of there. Now they say it's an abandoned property because my family is outside of their homeland. You see what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that. Like, yeah.
Right. Yeah, they did a lot of that too. You see what I'm saying? So these people been operating this system in every way for them to benefit off of. From the taxation, from the land grabbing extensions. That was like the first amendments in law, was all land extensions, land grab extensions. They was giving extensions, waiting, hoping motherfuckers go snatch up the land around this bitch while we being misclassified. They ushering in these colonial slaves, these Asian slaves in colonial Mexico, classifying them as Indian and Native American, displacing them all throughout this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? And then meanwhile, you got Negro nations like the Yamasee, the Algonquin, the Chickamauga, and other various Creek nations, Muskogee, fighting against these motherfucking invaders. You know what I'm saying? Only to band up to get POW. So that's a form of servitude, if you will. Our people went through being POW. We're prisoners of war. This is active war, politics war. You understand me? Education system war. You understand me? The food system and the USDA approving what they allow in our communities war. You understand me? This whole system is set up to go against us. But go ahead, brothers.
I said facts because they poisoning us through the foods, they poisoning us through the medicines, they poisoning us through the water, you know, and we don't have no say so in it. You know what I mean?
We gotta say so. We don't understand our say so.
We don't control anything, basically.
You know what I be hearing, like these first and second generation people is the ones talking. People that ain't even been here that long, you know what I'm saying, to get to say all of this stuff. They saying that they from a different place, and we hearing it, but we ain't hearing it. So we talking about all the Europeans, we talking about all the Asians, and then we can see by their action, they not helping us at home. They just sent billions of dollars over there. Like, hold on, man, you ain't gonna put nothing toward infrastructure. I see where you at now. So
that's a fact, bro. That's a Fendi fact. You understand me? Y'all hit that link out there. It's link pinned in the link is pinned in the chat. Hit the link to come on. The link is pinned. But yeah, that's what it'd be. It'd be a lot of these tethers, these first and second generation foreigners that's able to act like us. They can speak on behalf. Like we know other foreigners is all foreigners is fucking us up, right? But it be the ones that got the skin tone as you, that's able to come into your communities, act like you, and then speak on behalf of you, when it's not even going to be beneficiary to the main people that they speaking for. You're not even in the shoes to be speaking on some shit. You ain't even went through the shit to be speaking on some shit. That's what we got to cut out. You understand me? That's what we got to cut out. And these people are able to do it under certain terms. They able to do it because we allow this whole kumbaya mentality. All skin folk is kinfolk.
You know,
You got
Al,
to cut it out. Because guess what? When we've been pushing and fighting for, nobody else fought and fight for, but you come and benefit off of it. So if we're going to allow people into our circles and speak on behalf of us and work with us as a ongoing partnership, what are you bringing to the table that's tangible for us to benefit off of right now? And they don't bring nothing to the table. So we not dealing with them. We don't got to deal with them. We not carrying nobody on our fucking backs no more. Period.
You know what them skin folks do? Them other skin folks, kinfolk. You know, we accept them. You know, all skin folks, kinfolk. We accept them. They come over, and when we talking, we don't have the same talking points. We don't have the same understanding. And when we mention something that they have no understanding of, they're gonna change the subject. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, what the pills at or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they not on this type of understanding. So, you know, we gotta stop people from blocking our mental state from elevating.
That's true.
And that's kind of what the people rubbing up. And then when we stop elevating, then they got the other group, the Europeans or whoever, that's elevating on the other side because our mental state had been degraded by the other skin folk.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We gotta. That's about locking doors and getting on code. We gotta start checking these people immediately. No disrespect. We rock with all our brothers and sisters around that's not truly from America, that's in America, that rock with the movement. You know what I mean? But listen, no disrespect. We got a lot of doors. Y'all got, if y'all with us, y'all got to understand what we're doing. We need something strictly for foundational Negroes, so-called Aboriginal, so-called Black Americans. Okay?
Shout out to the DJ.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Cuddy. Go ahead, man. Spin that DJ Cuddy, man.
I'm back taking risks. I'm with my man Cuddy in the cutlass to the cliffs. They dump another hit.
Shout out to DJ Cuddy, man. The best to do it if you ever knew it, man. Shout out to everybody. How y'all feeling though? Y'all good?
Yeah, I'm good, my brother. You know what I'm doing. I'm cooking up my smoothies right now, my brother. My breakfast of champions. My meal of champions. 11 different fruit, 6 different herbs, and a few oats and grains go in this jar. But other than that, like I said, I'm good, man. I just want our people to start working together and stop, you know, fighting and arguing about bullshit.
He got the Kentucky Fried Chicken and fruit going on.
That's the thing. Y'all, Tariq don't really know history, CJ Curley. And that's what I've been trying to reiterate on nobody. Nobody, he understands that he might have Aboriginal lineage, but what he don't understand is he's not an Aboriginal historian. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's more equipped to teach Aboriginal information than the motherfucker who's been teaching Aboriginal information. Big Aboriginal power, Chief Holiday. You understand me? Those type of criteria. Motherfuckers who've been doing this since the beginning and allowed a lot and made the space for a lot of other brothers to come. So especially within this modern day Aboriginal movement, not no Pan Indian movement, not no Moorish Aboriginal movement. Talking about a strictly lineage based Aboriginal movement here in America. And tying off ties with anybody else and checking foreigners has always been the foundation of big Aboriginal power. You understand me? So me, I don't agree with Tariq Nasheed's interpretation of history. I often correct them all the time. It gets reiterating, but I don't agree with his history at all. You understand me? So, well, maybe a few points, but like I said, he often still ties himself to Africa, whether genetically or some sort like that. He'll say, well, no, we're from the Aboriginal people, and only a few Africans came. But then he'll say, but we all genetically linked to Africa. Like, that's weird to me, because he must not have a correct grasp of who the Aboriginal and what has gone on with the Aboriginal people throughout America. You understand me?
Hey, Al, check this out. You know, blessings to my family and my bloodline. You know, see, so when I came on, like I said, I just come on as a common man. I'm not doing no information. Not about to recite you no books or none of that. I'm not about to do that. Y'all came and y'all say, well, go ask y'all grandma some questions, right? So they just gave they said something about reparations in California if you could go back to 1870 in your genealogy. That's what I heard yesterday or whatever, right? When I came on, what I did, I went and asked my grandmother before I started coming on the panel or anything. I asked my grandmother, I was like, look, have you ever been a slave? She's like, nah, baby. My grandmother was born in around 1935, right? She knew her great grandmother, and she was born in 1830. You see what I'm saying? Like she knew her, like she raised her. She was her mother was there. Her great grandmother passed in a car crash. So her great grandmother was still alive until she was 18 years old.
And brother, like same thing with me, not to cut you off. Like my mother was born in 1934. You know, she knew her mother and father, their grandparents and their grandparents. My people been in Georgia since the late 1700s, early 1800s. Landowners.
Yeah.
We had 100 acres plus for the last 120, 30 years or more. Landowners.
And that's the thing, though. You ain't gotta prove slavery. You gotta prove your peoples was here because they know systematically that's what was going on. So that's what maybe a lot of the confusion may be coming from too, because we know that the system was in place. They had unwritten laws that was being enforced on our people. That's slavery. That's servitude. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. So just like we was talking about earlier to bring our earlier conversation, I asked my grandmother about border. I said, dear, did the borders change? She was like, yeah, baby, they changed like several times. So sometimes she was in the same area, the same locale, but they was in a whole different city sometimes, coming from the east or coming from the west. That had nothing to do with them. So that's a part of slavery, somebody enacting border changes, and you didn't even know you was in a different county, you know what I'm saying, 3-4 different times.
That's the switcheroony. That's the switcheroony right there, man. I'm just telling y'all. But yeah, man, that's what we gotta pay attention for, man. We gotta pay attention to these people throwing out these little ratchets like your people didn't go through atrocities. The system is a slave system. It's a systematic slavery. If your peoples was hurt and they from this place, and you can track them down to them 1800s, they went through all the atrocities. This is what they're speaking about. Get your shit. Get your shit. Don't let these people tell you, oh, these handouts. No, fuck that. All these other groups got their fucking handout, and it's coming out of your taxpaying dollars. Ukraine, we ain't got shit to do with them motherfuckers. They about to get 13, 20 billion over there, whatever they getting. That dollar come out of for Jews. That shit come out of for Native Americans. That shit came out of it for the Irish and the Italian. Nigga, the Asians that went through the motherfucking concentration camp. Nigga, it came out of your dollar. Nigga, can we get some shit?
You know, you know, I think a lot of us is waking up because we know that it's something that we have to do to get our 13B. And that's coming together, but not just coming together. It's like having an understanding, like, you know, I do have a part in this. Like, I have to do some paperwork. I have to do some leg work. I have to do something about holding this 15 Bs and making it multiply, making it be there for build infrastructure. Like, what am I going to be doing about it? You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to talk about money. You know what I'm saying? It's because that we don't understand that we all separated. We all have different ideologies, different things that we'll do. Hey, man, what do we agree on?
It don't matter. Give them my motherfucking check and let them people do what they've been doing. Eventually, the bill is going to create the foundation and the pathway for others to follow. It's going to be like a chain reaction, like the snowball effect. You understand me? So, hey, just cut that motherfucking check. I'm telling y'all, we need at least 7 figures. We need at least 7 figures a month. Annually. I'm talking about annually. We literally saved the world, man. Can we get our just due, man? And that's really being modest. That ain't even enough. Seven figure check monthly ain't even enough for real for what we did. Cut the motherfucking check. 13 billion ain't shit, but we need it though.
They're gonna give us the reparations when they switch over to Bitcoin and the
We need
dollar ain't
13
shit.
quadrillion. We need 13 quadrillion. 13 quadrillion, nigga. And then we need the monthly. We need that big lump sum, and then we need the monthly 7 figures. You understand? 8 figures will do fine, Gretchen. For real, man. Cut us the motherfucking check. Our family built this shit. We taught these niggas agriculture. Nigga, we taught these niggas masonry. We taught these niggas military and army tactics. You understand me? We laid down the blueprint. We categorized plants, nigga. We grew the seeds, nigga. We are the Tanchan. These motherfuckers can't pay us enough, but they gonna pay us something. God damn it, it ain't gonna be by way of Popeye's gift certificates. Yeah, it ain't gonna be for Shoney's, you know what I'm saying, breakfast. You understand me? It ain't for a Dolomite movie. No, we're not going with that. We need real tangibles in forms of checks, just like the Jews, just like the Native Americans. You understand me?
Yeah, another thing they be trying to get
Yes,
on
sir.
is
You ain't never lied. You didn't lie about nothing. They paid the Jews, they paid the Chinese, they paid the Japanese, they paid the Arabs.
They didn't pay the Chinese in rice.
For
You
access.
understand me? They didn't give no motherfucking Jews no kebabs and shit. And little pay them and get a free hamburger. No, nigga, they gave them millions. Nigga, fuck wrong with them. They give them millions annually.
yeah, another thing they be trying to come with is as far as the confusion is how should we get paid? They'll say land, education, healthcare, housing. But my thing is this: you give us the money, we can buy the land where the fuck we want to. Not some bullshit that they give us that's full of rocks where you can't even grow nothing. Probably got radiation or some shit in it. See what I'm getting at?
We want the land that we want, and if they gonna give us, they gonna give us to where the most deprived people was during the height of this slave system. You understand me? Which is dominantly in the South, rich soil. You feel me? The Midwest, rich soil. You feel what I'm saying? And other places, East Coast as well. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck that. We're not playing no
Then they
Guess what? They owe us. It's restitution. You gotta owe with interest. It was 40 acres and a mule back then. Now we need 600 acres. You understand me? Fuck a mule. We need Lamborghinis and Jag trucks, nigga. Fuck
Yeah,
wrong
we
with
need a John Deere tractor. You know what I'm saying?
John Deere
airplane fleet.
Right, yeah, yeah. Bobcat, nigga. Yeah, we don't want no motherfucking mule, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Yeah, and you past due. You feel what I'm saying? They owe with interest.
And then they want you to take their old floozy ass education system and teach you what they want and lead you in the wrong direction where the whole world going this way. Talk about, yeah, we could give y'all education. Like, really?
That's
You
all
sound
it is.
stupid.
Listen,
You
listen,
sound
when it's
stupid.
over with interest, that's restitution. They gotta restore shit. You gotta understand that a lot of shit that's used in the judicial system, the typewriters, the certain other ordinance, this shit was borrowed from our people that was patent. And guess what? They promised to pay them and didn't pay them. They put them in the system. They were like, oh well, we don't see them people no more. We don't see them classification of those folks. Can't pay them. You feel me? So they went off with your check. They owe you for that too. You got patent.
Hey, show us how to sign your name. Yeah, right here on this line. Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to sign. Yeah, just sign it right here. Look, just right here. I want to learn. I want to know how to sign it. Just sign a couple times. Yeah, sign this paper too. Dang, they both look alike. You could keep doing that. Stealing all your shit. They got all kind of stuff up there that you don't even know about.
Hell yeah, they used to make you sign by the X. X was you giving away everything. X was you giving away everything. Put certain X to them white people, and they'll put the X right there. I ask
Hey Ab, the wind is cutting you off, baby.
yeah. Bitch, why you put that X there? Just put it there for no reason. You scribble it out. I don't want to write it right there with that goddamn X. You understand me?
Yo, Ab, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, big dog.
Yeah, the wind. We couldn't hardly hear half of the stuff you were saying because the wind was blowing.
Oh, the wind blowing where? In my way?
My apologies, chatting panel. I'm outside.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, I was talking and I was talking and I was just had it unmuted. My apologies.
No problem, man. Ain't no problem, man.
Shit, ain't no wind coming my motherfucking way. Shit.
It was drowning you out though.
All right, can we hear me now? Mic check, mic check. I can still read cursive. Yeah, cursive was motherfucking. Well, it was mandatory to write in cursive. They don't even make kids write in cursive no more. Kids ain't even gonna know how to write or read it. They're gonna be looking at old shit like, what is this, Latin? They ain't gonna know what's going on. But the motherfucker be able to pick up a damn tablet and get on TikTok though and go viral. Shit, we gotta teach the youth to go viral with this information. You understand me? That's what I'm talking about. Educating the youth, man. We getting old, nigga. Like my brother True said, you niggas upward over 30, yep. Hang it up. It's about time for you to put your young one up under your wing and teach them and get the youth ready and get them motivated to who they are and what they got to come. You understand me? All these old niggas still want to shine. They want to shine. Nah, niggas, let these babies shine. You understand me?
Yeah, brothers and sisters better tool up too, because say we get this reparations right nationwide, man. You know how much hate is going to be out there with all these different groups. They're gonna be mad as hell.
Yes, sir. I believe it.
Yeah. They gonna be mad, but niggas already strapped up. You ain't got to tell us that.
But I want to say this for the women. Our women need to learn how to handle firearms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on real quick. Our children need to learn how to handle them too. My daughter, I'm about to start teaching her with a rifle. 5 years old. Instead of teaching our kids these dances and twerks, we need to teach them self-defense and how to handle a weapon properly. Like I said, I'm a vet. I serve this country, but I'm serving my people.
Start teaching them that. You don't want your babies growing up to be old women, grandmamas as they get older, talking about, yeah, baby, I used to listen to Cardi B twerking and stuff. We used to twerk.
You want to learn how to handle.
No, we don't want to hear that.
If somebody try to hurt them, how to protect themselves. Start teaching our kids how to use them hands and feet and elbows and knees. You got it, brother.
Yeah, yeah, man, the hate gonna be real, boy, especially with the immigrants and all them bastards.
Yeah, I totally agree because it's already real.
Yeah, man, we get that check, boy. Woo, man, the hate, man. You're gonna be all type of avocados.
Yeah, you'll be all kind of caras, your jumbo, all kind of little ass little shit, man. We don't give a fuck about you, ass African.
I think that bringing some of these foreigners over here is a act pre getting a check. If you get what I'm saying, it's an act of war to just bring people over here to say, okay, while we talking about this, then what is the preparation that is happening at that time? And then this is, you know what I'm saying? If you say foreign is going to be, what foreigners you talking about? The Chinese, the Africans, the
right.
Ukrainians that just came over? Like what foreigners you talking about?
I'm talking about all of them. Whites, the white people that are here that's been here for a minute, they all gonna be just pissed the fuck off because they feel that black people shouldn't get shit. That's their belief. You know what I'm talking about? That we just shouldn't get nothing.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Yeah, they gonna be real pissed off. They're gonna be real highly pissed off. You know what I mean? So that's why I said I'm not talking about just the gangsters being tooled up. Like the brother said, the women, the children, everybody got to be tooled up.
Yes, sir.
And just
they gonna
just to build on why they bringing them over here too. You know, Biden knows that he kind of messed up, so he's trying to build up his voter base for next 4 years. You know, after the election, is my thoughts.
I thought about that one as being an angle too. They naturalize fast so they can vote.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't know nothing. I'm just a DJ. All I do is push buttons.
Salute.
Salute, Smoke. Was good, my brother. Grand Rising.
What's going on, man?
Peace, Smoke. Yeah, power to the people, man. When we get to addressing this, what's going on with you, brother? When we get to addressing this issue surrounding restoration and reparations, we really start to dig into a rabbit hole, right? And I really can't see no light at the end of that tunnel because we'll end up having everything talking about restoration. We got to think about everything that was taken: land, inventions, property, titles. You know, I mean, I really don't see where the end at.
Well, shit, the first step is starting with the checks. Then we'll talk about what land and then whatever else after that. It's steps to it. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but something got to start.
So what do you think about California being the first state to raise this issue about the reparations, right? Because a lot of people that's in California really had their roots in other states like Texas and South Carolina, and you know, a lot of them people come from all over the place. So
I think a lot of the people gonna have to get on code. I think we're gonna have to force all the rest of the states, especially these southern Bible Belt states, to get to do the same shit. You understand me? So I don't see no issue in it. I say it's gonna be a chain reaction. Once Cali pop off something, usually pop off the next shit. Weed became legal out there in Cali first. It started popping off. All kind of other laws popped off in Cali, and it popped off elsewhere first. So I think motherfuckers just have to get on code and speed the process up.
Right, right. Yeah, I see the logic in it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I see it. So, like I said, man, anything worth having ain't gonna come easy, but it's gonna take some work, and it's already catching traction. You see what I'm saying? It's already, you see what I'm saying, being proposed openly with those record accounts. So, like I said, other states need to get on board, and if Aboriginals got to be the voice of it, then so the fuck be it.
Yep.
My
Cali
ancestors,
said a president.
my ancestors went through those atrocities, bro.
Yep. It said a president for the other states to follow. You know. And especially with these immigrants getting the money, they went back to that 1870s, so that should knock a lot of them out the box.
It's a fact. How do you read? What my brother Lorenz said, how you read Parasite? Different ways to get rid of a parasite. This internet shit is funny. Folks arguing over if you gonna get reparations or if you reclassify out of black. I check people calling me black. That's right, brother. Aboriginal Homeland Security. All right, man. We about to get ready to wrap this up, man. When the paper court burns up, we good. Shit, they done burnt it up. That's how you don't got a lot of proof that your family really are the true architect builders of everything. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even talk about the Madrid earthquake in the 1800s. Y'all don't talk about the Reconstruction period, the beginning of the Reconstruction period, right? Starting in the early 1800s. You understand me? So y'all know who was in charge, man. These people just recently. With that being said, man, we about to get ready to get out of here. Shout out to the American Aborigines. Make sure y'all slap that like button, support the channel, share the live stream, drop some fire emojis in the chat. Yeah, let me say shout out to Big Dog Philly OG, Ben Yoshi, and Smoke Signal for coming through, man. Shout out to Smoke. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in the chat that come through and rock out day by day, support the channel, and involving in, engaging in on the conversation as well. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Yeah. So yeah, man. With that being said, we out of here. Make sure y'all be safe as y'all move around. Keep dropping that information. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't
Hey,
subscribe.
Abs, let me say something real quick. Let me promote my channel, please, brother.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
If y'all haven't, please come over to it's a new channel. You know, I'm for the people. You know, I don't want nothing from my people but respect. You know, a lot of my age, 50 and above, they ain't keeping it real with the people. I'm keeping it real with the people. And I don't want nothing from you but for you to invest in yourself and support the people that's real, like Aboriginal power. You know, I got my bread through investment, through being a smart managing of money and business. But I love supporting my people. You know, and that's what I do. I support the positive channels that's doing positive for the people. So please come over and support me. All I ask, hit the like button. I don't want nothing from you but respect. Appreciate you, Ad. And much love to everybody in the chat and on the panel. Appreciate you, brother.
Anybody else want to say something before we get out of here?
I'll just say salute, man. Y'all stay 10 toes down, man. We're gonna have to work this shit out. I'm out.
We got to, bro, and we got to come together, man. We all might not agree, but on everything, but we gonna have to agree on a lot of things. You understand me? So we got to come together, brother. And
Yes, sir.
Opposition, sometimes a different angle in on things. So I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, brother. All of y'all, man. Let's keep growing and building.
Hey, man, that's what I do, man. They call me Mr. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so anybody else got something to say before we get out of here, Mr. Master Meticulous?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a little something in a minute, brother. I got you. Peace. Much love, everybody. Grand Rise. Let's grow.
Hit that like button, DJ Cuddy. Spin your DJ right now, man. We out of here, man. Peace.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Trip been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Trip been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, Church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, Church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed to we shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the
Those that want, hey, for those that want the music on here, I see a lot of people be asking about the music. This is custom music. You can't find this music nowhere. It's not on YouTube. It's not on any sites. This is private collection. I probably will do something with it. This is an artist that I've been dealing with in Delaware, hands-on working with. Probably about to release the mixtape. So yeah, just be tuned to that, man. And about to shoot a couple videos actually between me and y'all. But yeah, that's custom music. No, you can't find that nowhere. So there's really no link to it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody for rocking out. We gone.